Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading from the 21st to the 28th of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you're interested in more details for all the information you need on this reading will be in the description box linked below. Aries, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the final week of May is the Hermit. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor upright. Okay, so for you, Aries, your biggest challenge in the month of May, at the end of May, it's the final week of May before we enter into June, is the Hermit. Okay, so this is going to be a big part of your challenge, right? And the Hermit is talking about self-reflection. It's talking about a time to really go within, to really ask yourself the important questions. And oftentimes we don't do this. Oftentimes we forget about talking to ourselves, checking in with ourselves, reevaluating how we feel, what we've been through, what we're going through. This is about reflecting on your life. Now, with Saturn finally moving into your sign on the 25th of May, depending on where you are in the world, either the 24th or the 25th, depending on where you are in the world, this is going to really impact you on a very deep level, okay? And this is why the Hermit is talking about needing to do that reflection, okay? Whether you are aware of that or not, it's going to be challenging for you because maybe you don't have time to reflect. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you have to find the time to really go within and make sense of something. We're going to talk more about that. We're going to see why it's your challenge when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, we have the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. I do feel in the recent past, you were dealing with somebody in a relationship. It's not going to resonate with all of you, but there was somebody here that you really had a very strong physical attraction to. With the Lovers here, it almost felt surreal here, the connection that you had in the recent past. I do feel that either you or a person you were dealing with, there was a lot of inconsistencies in this connection. And as a result of that, things may have ended between you and this person very brutally, actually. We're going to talk more about that and get more information in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Devil, you have the Justice, and you have the Temperance. Okay. So at the top of your reading, you have the Devil, which I'm really not surprised seeing this. And the reason why I'm not surprised is because there is something in your life currently, whether you're aware of that or not, that is unhealthy. Okay. The Devil is always signifying things that are of a material nature. We are in the 3D. So obviously we live in a material world, but when it becomes an excessive material energy or toxic energy, this is something that is coming up into your reality at this time. Whether you're aware of it or not, it is coming up. It is something that you need to address. The Temperance is here. This is either a person that you're dealing with or it's a personal matter that you're going through in the present moment. You've been really patient when it comes to this situation, or at least you've been trying to be very patient with the situation. I do get a sense here in the present moment, you will have an opportunity to resolve this matter. Okay, this matter will be resolved. And it's one that needed to be resolved for quite some time. Okay, and we're going to talk more about that when we clarify in a moment. Okay, now in the near future, you have the Seven of Cups, the Moon, and the Ace of Swords. There's something here in the near future. The Moon is our subconscious mind. It is the things that are swirling inside of our deep psyche. And this is where our dreams happen. This is where our motherly energy comes from, our emotions, our well-being. And oftentimes these vulnerabilities, because they are vulnerabilities, that's what the Moon is, they are hidden. So something here is hidden and it's coming up to the surface. And why is this happening? It's happening because when Saturn enters into your sign, all the things that you've been ignoring, all the things that you're pretending aren't a problem, all the things that you know you need to start restructuring in your life and getting serious start to come to the surface. And it has a lot to do with the fact that a situation in your life isn't clear. Something is unclear. There's a lack of clarity. There's a lack of really knowing what is truly going on, okay, when it comes to a specific situation in your life. The good news here for you, Aries, is you will gain the clarity that you need on the situation. And again, if this has a lot to do with someone who's been honest with you, maybe someone hasn't been honest with you, or you feel that something is off, you will have this need in the near future to get extremely clear on these feelings. And one of the things that I like to emphasize on the channel, and if you've been watching me for a few years, I always talk about it. You can only ignore the issues for so long until eventually they come to the surface and you have to deal with them. And that's what I feel is happening for you in the near future. And it's a good thing, right? Because the quicker you deal with something here that's been very confusing and very much uncertain, the clearer you're going to get on what you need to get closer to the stability that you're looking for. Some of you are looking for stability within a partner, or you're looking for stability within your career, or perhaps maybe it's time for you to walk away from someone from your past, or walk away from a job that isn't serving you anymore because there are bigger and better things that are coming in for you, okay? So this is about putting you into the right frequency and alignment to get closer to what you want. And this is what this week, the last week of May is going to be all about for you. Okay. So let's hop right into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so your challenge, Aries, is the Hermit for the final week of May. That is clarified by the Star, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So your biggest challenge here, final week of May, has a lot to do with the things that you're currently struggling with in your life right now, okay? Many of you are going to watch this and you may say to yourself, or you may type and say, oh, I'm not struggling with anything. Everything's fine. Everything's great in my life. And of course, you know, we want to be projecting that idea that everything is fine, but you know, all of us go through stuff, okay? Regardless of who you are, nobody is perfect. Everybody has their stuff that they need to work on. It's just a matter of really being honest with yourself. And this is what the Hermit is. The Hermit is a card of honesty, really. Yes, it is a card of reflection, but it's also a card of, I need to be honest with myself. What in my life do I need to reflect on? What in my life do I really need to really humble myself and really make sense of something here in my life that I'm questioning, that I need to make sense of? Now, for some of you, this has a lot to do with pain. Some of you have experienced deep, deep pain and you haven't been able to find a way to get over it. It's been years for some of you, 3 years, 3 weeks, 3 months. It's been a lot for you, right? Has a lot to do with someone here who wasn't honest with you. Maybe somebody who took advantage of you, maybe someone who lied, cheated, stole from you. And one of the things that is going to be extremely important for you to reflect on is your future, okay? Because the Star is the future. It is the things that we deeply desire, the things that we deeply want. And most importantly, the Hermit is actually emphasizing a need here for you to focus on your well-being, right? The Star is the well-being card. It's a card of health. It's a card of self-love. It's a card of, you know, really just enjoying oneself, right? And if you haven't been doing that, if you haven't been working on yourself, if you haven't been really focusing on the important aspects of the things that you need to focus on in regards to your healing aspect within yourself, the Hermit is going to force you to do that with Saturn in your sign. So reflecting on the things that you need to change within yourself, reflecting on making time and doing the right things really for yourself. This is something that is going to be huge for you. Now, the Seven of Swords here is also talking about trust issues. So reflecting on how it made you feel when someone hurt you, reflecting on why it's been difficult for you to overcome these things. So Saturn is there for you to get serious with yourself so you can achieve all the great things that you're looking to achieve, but it doesn't come without without reflecting. Okay. So if you're just someone who's going and going and going all the time, but you don't take the time out to reflect on the things that are going to help you with your self-improvement, this is what this week is going to be all about for you. Okay. So let's talk about the recent past for you. We're going to clarify all of the cards. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Lovers here. So there was a really strong connection that you were involved in here. You were really physically attracted to somebody here in the past. You have the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Tower. So in the recent past, I do feel that there was a Tower moment between you and a specific person that you were in a relationship with. You may have decided to close yourself off to this person in the past because either you didn't see eye to eye with this person. Maybe they were at a distance. Some of you were in a long-term relationship with someone. Something wasn't stable here in the past. Okay. And this is why your challenge is the Hermit, because before you decide to move forward in your life, whether that's having a new beginning, starting something new, you really need to reflect on the past so that you don't repeat the same mistakes as you did in the past. There's something here that was unstable. As a result of that, it came to an end. You had the Tower moment here. And when this Tower moment happened, you blocked yourself, you closed yourself off to reality, or you simply just blocked this person because you didn't want to deal with the dilemma or the issues that cropped up here in the past. Things ended very abruptly, almost brutally here in the past. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Moon, and the Emperor. So in the recent past, I do strongly believe that there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of uncertainty. I feel for some of you that someone here lied. They lied. And they deliberately created this confusion for you. And it made you really apathetic. It made you feel there really isn't any point in being in a relationship, or there really isn't any point of even bothering here. So something here just really irked you here in the past on a deep, deep level. I do get a sense here, either you were inconsistent with this person or they were inconsistent with you. That is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody told you what you wanted to hear in the past. Their action was extremely slow. And eventually this person made an advancement towards you. They brought forth an opportunity towards you, but it just simply was too late. By the time you ended things with this person and you said, you know what, I don't like being lied to. I don't like being in this place of illusion, not knowing what's going on. That's why you disconnected from this person, or that's why they disconnected from you, okay? Now, of course, Neptune entered into your sign in March, so a lot of things have been very foggy for you. You've been trying to make sense of things, and this is why your challenge is the Hermit, because it's no longer you in this energy, Aries, where you're just going and going and going and going and going. It's more of an energy of, I need to reflect on why I went through what I went through so that I can identify the issues so that I don't repeat the mistakes again in the future. Okay. And this is what happened for you in the past. Now let's talk about the present moment. Let's clarify all the cards. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups, which is happening in the present moment behind the scenes. There's potential here for fulfillment, love, happiness. However, there is an issue here that needs to be addressed. So let's talk about that. You have the Devil, and when the Devil shows up in a tarot reading, it means that there is something here that you are in bondage, okay? There's this energy of bondage right now, right? So you're attached to something that's unhealthy. Maybe it's an action, an attitude, an environment, a behavior, people, groups. It could be a relationship, okay? For majority of you, this is a relationship that you are involved in. This is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So the reason why, and again, this could be vice versa. Some of you are asking, why did this person cut me off? Why did they stop talking to me? Why did they stop communicating with me? The truth here is, okay, whether this is you who cut someone off or someone cut you off or you cut them off, take it as it resonates. Somebody here is no longer interested in being in a connection that's toxic. What do I mean by toxic? I mean, a relationship is toxic when issues are addressed within that relationship and they are never dealt with, okay? They're just addressed, but it doesn't mean that they're dealt with. So somebody here has had enough. They've moved away from this toxic relationship. They've literally cut it off. And what their priority is, and this could be you, Aries, what your priority right now is your success, your career, your recognition. This is what is important to you. And a lot of you are tired. A lot of you are watching this and you're saying, I'm tired of not being successful. I'm tired of not being recognized. I'm tired of not having freedom. You're tired of a lot of things. But this is why your challenge is the Hermit, because the Hermit is asking you to reflect on the things that you're doing that you need to change within you. And when Saturn enters into your sign on the 25th, it's going to put a big hammer down. It's going to bang down on the table and it's going to say, these are the things that you need to stop doing. These are the things that you have to fix in your life. These are the things, maybe you have to eat better. Maybe you have to sleep on time. Maybe there's something here in your life that you got to get very, very, very strict with yourself about. And it might be you moving away from a toxic person or a toxic environment because it's really having a big impact on you. So this is what this energy is. This is what it's talking about. You have the Temperance here. The Temperance is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. This is about your income, your money. You know, why is it taking so long for me to achieve this greatness financially? Some of you have to reevaluate your values and your core beliefs at this time. And this is very personal, okay? For some of you, it is a relationship. But for majority of you, this is personal. This is a personal thing that you know, you got to get clear on. There's been a lot of delays because you haven't been doing the reflection. I think that once you do the Hermit energy of the reflection and you really get clear on why something caused you pain, why something hurt you, and you accept it. That, you know, the thing is, reflecting is one thing, accepting is another thing. So you're in the process of doing that, and I think it's going to take you time to do that. Now, the Justice here is talking about resolution. So the good news here is that in the present moment, there's an opportunity to really bring things back into balance after you do the reflecting. Because when you start to reflect and you're honest with yourself, things are just naturally going to come out. And you're going to say, oh, well, that's why that was happening. Okay, now I know how to behave and act towards the situation in the future. Now I know how to make the situation better. A lot of you feel alone in the present moment. You feel that something in your life is just not right. And the Hierophant and the Empress here, it could be a marriage. It could be a commitment. Some of you are getting a divorce. You're choosing to divorce someone, or you're choosing to divorce yourself maybe from a job or something that you've committed yourself to because you just don't feel... Some of you are in a marriage and you just don't feel like you're in a marriage. You feel alone anyways. So a lot of you may need to get serious about that and make a decision about getting serious about that. So I do see for some of you, it's a divorce. You may be divorcing because the situation has become so toxic to the point where it's hindered you from advancing. It's hindered you from achieving all the things that you're looking to achieve in your life. And again, that's a decision that you're going to have to make, of course. But the Eight of Swords is really indicating here a feeling of being alone. Okay. And the only person that can change that and make that better is you. And this is what Saturn is going to do as it moves into your sign over the next few days, few weeks. Okay. So let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify the near future. Okay, so in the near future, you have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a card of illusions, okay? Now, Neptune is in your sign. It's going to be there for the next, it's a long time. It's going to be there for the next few years, if not decade or so, okay? Someone can comment below and let me know. I say this because Neptune is an outer planet, so it's going to take a lot longer to transit one sign than it would another, okay? There's a fly here. I need a fly swatter. Anyways, okay, so the Seven of Cups here in the near future is about you needing to get clear on things. And that's what the Hermit is. It's a reflecting energy, needing to reflect on something here. There may be something that annoys you in the future. Yeah, that's what this fly is all about, okay? There's something here you need to get clear on in the near future, okay? What it is that you need to get clear on is a collaboration, maybe your work situation. A lot of you are going to come to this realization. There's something here about your career or your work or your collaborations. It's super important that you're honest in the near future about it, because there's something here that's bothering you. And in order for you to advance or for things to get better and to heal from this, you need to express, okay? Now, of course, you don't have to, but this is gonna help in your development, because when Saturn enters into your sign, it's helping you develop something within you, okay? So once the cycle of Saturn is done over the next 3 years, this is happening. Even though this is a read for the following week, it's still emphasizing the things that you are going to be ready for. So the Saturn in Aries is about your self-development. It's about healing, but it's also about being willing to express the illusions that are taking place within your partnerships and your work situation. Okay. And this is going to help you to get clear on things in order to heal and move forward. The moon is here. This is clarified by the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So in the near future, I do feel that many of you are choosing to create and manifest what you want because you've done the inner work. I see a new opportunity either to go back to school, to learn something, to increase and enhance your skills. And this is going to lead to more stability in your life, especially if money is an issue for you in the present moment. If you're saying, you know, my money is an issue for me, well, it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late to start something new here. And recognizing and realizing that you have the possibility of doing that is what's going to allow you to move forward. You are going to gain the truth on something in the near future, and that is clarified by the Justice, the Judgment, and the Queen of Cups. A lot of you want to know if somebody truly loves you and they care about you. And you are going to determine whether or not this person is somebody who's real, if they're fake, if they're honest with you. Because if somebody truly cares about you and they really want to see the best from you, what they're going to do is they are going to tell you the truth. They're going to be honest with you. And most importantly, they're going to find ways to set things right with you. Okay. So even though things have been challenging for you, Saturn in your sign is going to start to make you a lot more responsible. It's going to show you where you're lacking in certain areas, which may be affecting your relationships, which may be affecting your just ability to find the stability that you're looking for. So this is really deeply personal, okay, at this time. So let's get some advice for you, Aries. What is the advice? Your biggest piece of advice here, Aries, is the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice here is not to shy away from pain. Don't shy away from the fact that somebody abandoned you. Don't shy away from the fact that you feel alone. Don't shy away from the fact that maybe a relationship didn't work out the way that you wanted to. Any disappointments that happened in your life. Look at these situations for what they truly are. And ask yourself one important question. Why did this happen to you? What role did you play in this relationship or in this situation that you're feeling at the moment? Is there something that you could have done better? Is there something you could have said or did or created that was better for yourself? Really, this is about reflecting, because if you continue to hold on to pain, if you continue to hold on to the things that really you needed to go through, because there's something here about you needing to go through certain things to grow and to learn, then really, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to become wise? You can only become wise by going through certain things in your life and taking information from those situations to improve your life in the moment. So your biggest piece of advice here is don't be down on yourself for things that aren't working out in your life, but rather look at them as learning experiences, and then add those experiences to your arsenal of wisdom, which means in the future, those things that you went through, when they appear in your life in the future, you can say, oh, you know what? I went through that. I'm a lot smarter this time. I'm going to do things differently and I'm going to act differently. And another beautiful thing about this energy, even though these are negative cards, you can take this knowledge, this expertise that you have, this experience, and you can turn it into something that's going to help you make money. You can turn it into something that's going to help other people in the future, which ultimately is going to help yourself. Okay. So don't look at Saturn being in your sign over the next 3 years as a burden. Look at it as an opportunity to grow, learn, and become wise and move to a higher level in frequency in the future. Okay. So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.